All right, well, Coop and I are heading up this trail here. It's a four-wheel drive trail that I actually didn't realize was open, but we're hiking it anyway. We didn't bring the Jeep. Dang it. So we got about 1.8 miles or so, which isn't that far, but this lake could be frozen. See if it's ice free. We're gonna try to go do some fly fishing today up here up high. Spent about 3 hours this morning trying to catch my wiper. No dice again. So yeah, we're gonna go after an even more difficult species, harder to find and much more rare, that's for sure. At least here in Colorado it is. We'll see if this lake is ice free or not. Getting real close to timberline right now. I would imagine that's probably, on this side is probably about 11.2, somewhere in that realm. We're getting close to the lake. It says we're only about 10 minutes away. This is where we could have parked. We're right next to the lake. That's funny. Alright, let's go check it out. Come on, up the snow. Oh my. We got open water. Alright. Time to rig up our rod, huh? Got signs of life. We just saw a fish come take a dry fly over there. And of course I decided, debated, and I put on a purple purple leech. How dumb is that? Alright, I'm going to change this out. I just switched over to a dry dropper. Really cool midge version. Just leave it out there. See what happens here. I'm sure they're moving around quite a bit around this lake too. So just because I saw them rise right in here, probably working all these calm coves. I've got a really nice looking, good sized midge on. If they see that, it'll pick up the sun because it's got a little red bead on the head. Man, I'd like for it to be a splake. If they see the little, oh, here, right by the shore. Right by the shore. Right by shore. He could have been 2 feet off the shore. I think he must be moving that way. I can see him down there. There's a few of them. There's a whole school. There's a whole school of them. There we go. Here we go. That's our splake. Splake, baby. All right, turn the camera off because I got to go grab my cool fish. And the cool thing about this lake is that there are only splake and brook trout in here. And I literally just saw an entire school of them, which is also pretty darn cool. But these have markings on the back a lot like a lake trout, but I'm going to show you some of the differences. First of all, you're going to see brook trout fins. The squiggly marks on the back are really crazy. There it is. It's got squiggly lake trout like markings, brook trout fins, lake trout markings on the body. Ooh, almost just swam away. But the tail, instead of being a hyper forked tail like lake trout have, these are almost perfectly straight, but they have a slight fork in them. See that? See how there's like a hybrid fork in that tail? So I'm gonna have to get that on photo. I'm gonna have to get that submitted by photo before I lose this fish. All right, well, thanks to my stepson, this was one hell of a place to try to get in here for this splake, but there he is again. He's small, but that's okay. That is a rare fish to catch. Cool markings on the back of the fish too. Really cool. Yeah, it's a neat fish. I might just stay and fish a little while, catch a few more of these. These guys were cruising, I mean, right next to shore. So if I was smart, I'd just go back in that little cove again, but kind of like a little variety. Oh, that was cool. I'm gonna catch a couple more, I think. There must have been a dozen of them in that little school. I just started barely stripping that midge through them, and one of them just picked it up, so that was kind of neat. It's a fish that I've only caught 2 of in my entire life. Way back in the day, they had a few of them in the Frying Pan River. I mean, that was 94 maybe. Just saw a riser out there. That was pretty cool. Oh, there's one right there, right next to shore again. That's a good size one. He's going for my dry. Oh, he's looking at it. There he goes. Oh, he slipped the dry, but he got the emerger. Now that's a bigger fish. Hey, 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 hey! Dog wants to eat him. Come on now. Hey! Cooper! No! Hey, get away from that fish. That is another splake. Oh my goodness, dog. All right, sorry for the screaming and yelling, but hang on, I need to turn this off. Come here, boy. A couple of good photos to send David of the second fish. He's probably about 12 inches long. But he's so skinny. I'm gonna go ahead and I know that camera is probably way off right now, but here, let's see if we can hold them up. These fish are just wriggly and all over the place. Oh, there he goes. We'll get another one. Trying to figure out the angle that these new GoPros need. This is the I forget what they call it, the cinematographer's edition or something. My wife got me. Sure does shoot beautiful footage, but the angle on these new ones are perfectly straight, whereas on the Hero 8 it's already at a downward angle, so you don't have to worry about the there you go. You don't have to worry about the angle of the fish because you're already pointed at it, whereas on this one it's just going wherever the GoPro's going. This is another splake right here. Yeah, this one I'm gonna try. This one, the other one got away because they're super feisty, but they're taking this giant midge emerger that I tied up in a size 12, which is really cool. That you can catch fish on these big emergers. And I say big, you know, maybe that's not really big for Montana or Idaho, but in Colorado in our tailwaters, we're really used to using stuff down to like a size 24 sometimes for midges. But yeah, that's a really cool looking fish. They're brook trout, lake trout hybrid, if some of you didn't know that. Well, there's that, whoop, that midge. They got some pretty sharp teeth, row of teeth. This is a barbless hook. Just pop right out of there, but you know, it's snagged on his, there he goes. Just pop right out like that. But you probably can't see that, but that's actually a pretty good size. And it's got, I blended this one. I was pretty proud of this one. This one's got red going into all different colors, a little bit of green flash on the back. And boy, they're just hitting that almost immediately. Get some photos of this fish. Pretty neat. Well, here goes our splake. You can see the fins are brook trout, and the tail doesn't go forked all the way into the back of the body. It's like it's halfway. It's like just halfway. Instead of being perfectly straight like a brook trout and all the way into where the fork touches the body on a lake trout, it's like this nice soft curve, almost like a hybrid fork. Cool fish. Well, I should be getting out of here because that's the number 2 species on our list, because they're just so hard to find, and they rarely occur in nature, although it does happen. These are bred and stocked in here, which is nice. It's definitely a trek to get in here, but man, I just think like this is it's an opportunity that doesn't really present itself often, to go out and just have a fly fishing day where you're catching splake right and left. I mean, that's the 3rd fish, and I don't know, probably as many, maybe half a dozen casts. That's pretty rare to have a day like that for fish. It's not commonly found in a lot of lakes, and when they do put them in there, they're used for population control. They really thin down the brook trout and prevent stunted growth, brook trout and that kind of thing. And so theoretically those splake can get really pretty large. The one that I seem to recall catching out of the frying pan some years ago was probably at least, I don't know, he's probably 4 pounds or something, but you know, they can get 3 or 4 times that size. These are just super high elevation lake, and you got to kind of hit them at ice out because those splake go pretty deep, and so catching them or even encountering them on a fly rod is pretty rare. Saw a whole school of them swim by me, but boy are they spooky. I mean, I was way out there, I just barely moving my line, and they just bolted. They saw me move. The wind probably has them a little skittish too. It's pretty darn windy. I'm gonna move over to this cove over here again where it's nice and calm. Well, right as I turned it off and said I was gonna move, I was stripping my line in, and there you go, another splake on the line. Just a cool fish. This one looks like he's, let's get him in here. Looks like he might have a little color on him. I'm just gonna put him all to, I gotta keep the tension on here. Let's see. Oh yeah, he's definitely got some more color on him. We'll take a look at him. This one seems to be behaving a little bit better, so I'm gonna pull him out of the water real quick so you can see him. He's got the definite brook trout fins, but he has the hybrid forked tail. And then look at the spotting, no colored spots. He's got the worm markings a little bit on the back, but they turn into the lake trout spots. This one definitely has more brook trout characteristics to him, but look at that tail, that's how you tell. Watch him swim away here. See if I can get this camera proper. The water's really cold. Yeah. There he goes. Cool fish. Coop, you ready to go, pal? Shake. Good boy. Quite a spectacular view. You ready to go? All right, we're gonna say goodbye to the high country. At least this high. Hike on out. I should just be hiking out of here, but it's too tempting. Of course, the dog's gonna jump in there and grab the fish as soon as it hits it. It's pretty darn windy. The dry is sinking, but that's okay. Don't really mind that too much. There's got to be one in there cruising around the edges. 1 or 10 little tiny ones. Okay, I could be wrong. Come on out of there. These fish are literally cruising right in front of them. Let's see if we can get one to hit the... I don't know if that midge emerger is dropping down quickly enough for him. Probably not. That's fine. Let's just walk around this way. Come on, let's get out of this mud. Come on, pal. Here, they're right in front of us. Here we go. They're really scraping stuff out of that soft bottom. I don't know if there's other midges in there or what. I'm not seeing any it's definitely water is definitely cold. And when I mean cold, I mean it feels like it's just snow melted temperature. It's that cold. But boy, these fish are really feisty and active. Kind of fun. No, not sure where they went. There's one right over there. There's a whole pot of them. There we go. Oh, there he goes. Oh, okay. I think they're coming toward me, but I'm not sure. Yep. Hey. Boy, are they feisty. Hey, get out of there. All right, my dog is going nuts. Come on out. And he's tangled in my line. Cooper? All right. Well, Coop and I are getting out of here. Unfortunately, this lake is super low. It's probably, I mean, that's usually all underwater. So by the looks of it, I'd say it's probably 8 feet down. 2, 4, 6, yeah, about 8 feet down. It's nice to see that this kind of ecosystem up here can thrive still, though, with even very little water. So hopefully these fish can make it through this summer. If we get some more moisture, that'd be great. Say goodbye to the mountains, and we'll see you on the next adventure real soon. Thanks. See you, Coop. Coop, say bye to everyone. Crazy dog.